What's up, nerds? Back with another video. In this video, if you cannot tell by the title, we are going to be talking about the Super Bowl, and we will get, this is another politically adjacent video. I mean, may I have political opinions in this video? Maybe. I'm trying not to keep it, not to talk about stuff like that. We're just going to be going over the facts, going over Robert Goodell talking about, or Rodger Goodell talking about his opinions that he stated, and then talking about Bad Bunny and things like these, and just kind of going over some trends and things like that, but not trying to make it a political video. I'm not here to do anything like that. Again, we try not to do stuff like that on this channel anymore. We're just talking about just the facts, just what has happened over the course of these years. So, to go over essentially what the trend is over these last, so I did 26 years, so I did 2000 to 2026, right? And the overall trend has been that since Roger Goodell has taken over, there has been a shift towards more pop, R&B, and black musicians than the previous, essentially, 6 years since he took over. He took over in 2006. So there was some of the traditional, rock, like white rock, even though Prince, I'd consider is, just for everybody, for example. But like acts like the Rolling Stones and Bruce Springsteen, and let me get another one, Phil Collins. I mean, so Enrique Iglesias was a little bit Latin, but like Aerosmith, U2. This is like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna say this right now, and you can, have whatever your opinion you want about this. But I know black people that call this white people music. Okay, that's just what it is. Like, this is literally called white people music by black people, not by all black people, but that kind of is what it is, right? So Goodell took over 2006, still had some white people music, but then started to transition into more pop, funk, R&B, hip hop, etc. And now, don't get me wrong, a good amount of these are people that just transcend culture. I mean, the Black Eyed Peas were not a only black people listen to Black Eyed Peas. The Black Eyed Peas were chart topping musicians that everybody listened to. Same thing with Beyonce, same thing with Bruno Mars, same thing with let's keep going, The Weeknd. Like, I mean, these, and we're getting a little bit more current now. And I didn't talk about the Latin stuff that's in here. But they are, these people are transition, these people they tran damn, stuck on that word. If you know the word, comment it. But they break barriers. None of these people are color related. These are chart topping artists, and that is part of Roger Goodell's, you know, defense right now for why he chose Bad Bunny, is that he is the most popular artist in the world, and everybody listens to him. So just because if you don't listen to him, tough, it doesn't impact the fact that, or it doesn't change the fact that he is a transitional artist, or what's that trans word? Damn, I can't remember it right now. Comment it down below. Um, but but you can see a noticeable shift in just culture, right? This is not a, he may have made these decisions to get these artists, but he's not the one that put Black Eyed Peas on the map. He's not the one that put Beyonce on the map, all right? Our culture as a whole has shifted, right? And again, in the past 26 years, we have had predominantly, white people music, with 16 of the last 26 headliners being white rock or pop headliners, right? And the most recent, like last, like 5 6 years, right, this has been a transition towards black headliners, pop, R&B, hip-hop, rap, etc. And I do believe that a majority of that comes from, one, not only them being like incredible musicians and chart topping artists for decades, but it also, I do believe, a little bit of political opinion. This, it has been the culture that had the culture from 2021 to 2025, or 2020 to 2025, has been a predominantly not affirmative action, because that's obviously insanely disrespectful to these artists. There have been many cases of affirmative action throughout the world, throughout the workplace, right? However, it's not just that. I mean, that may be a contributing factor, right? However, you can't ignore that. So let's go back and remind you, Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. You might not know these artists if you're a dude, right? Well, that's tough to say because Shakira and J Lo. I mean, like J Lo with the movies, Shakira with all of her tracks. I mean, you probably know who they are, and all your girlfriends and the women, they know who that is. The Weekend. I mean, he just does like pop and R&B. I don't really think he's like a like black artist or whatever. He's more a pop artist. But then we've got Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar. Then we've got Rihanna. Then we've got Usher. Like, these artists, you cannot say that these artists have been made because of affirmative action or any bullshit like that, right? And obviously 2026, Bad Bunny. Oh, and then we've got Kendrick Lamar, duh, right? However, you cannot ignore that recently Rodger Goodell has, and he does, in his most recent statement, he has come out and said that this is a platform. He considers the Super Bowl and the NFL a platform, right? And he wants people to talk about whatever. I mean, for the biggest example, obviously like Bad Bunny, right? Like, duh, this year. However, I mean, Kendrick Lamar last year had a large. He had a. If you didn't watch the Super Bowl, go back and watch it. I mean, but he had the American the state of America, the politics of it, the nature of our culture right now. That was a rather large part of his show, right? I don't think he was. I mean, he may have taken shots at America, but he wasn't like out here saying like fuck ICE. He wasn't out here saying like I'm not going to do this show because I'm afraid black people are going to get shot or arrested going to my like shows. Like, obviously he didn't go that crazy with it, but Kendrick definitely has a uh, political aspect of his music. But that's just kind of what his rap and his style is. He doesn't just. I mean, he obviously makes rap about just traditional rap uh, themes, but he also is a storyteller through his music. The majority of his albums you can listen to as an entire album. It's not just here's a song, here's a song, here's a song, here's some other songs. He has storylines and talks about themes throughout his entire albums. And most notably and recently, if you listen to uh, God damn it, I can't remember the album name, which is so terrible because I listened to it front to back 7 times. But you can listen to his album forward, or you can listen to his album in reverse, and either way, you have a theme and a story that goes through the whole thing. And so that's just kind of just making this video short, cutting it off before I keep rambling. But that's kind of just some of the trends that have gone throughout the Super Bowl, when Roger Goodell took over, how what his opinion is, how the NFL is treated right now. And it's for me, the NFL is the sport of America. I mean, like baseball obviously is a huge sport for America, but it's you don't have American baseball, right? You have baseball. Baseball is the same. I mean, there might be small like rule changes, like little things like between Japan and here, different size balls, whatever, right? But uh, the baseball is baseball wherever you go. You have football, which is soccer to many people. And then to define it for us, you say American football, right? It is an American sport. And so trying to say that as a platform and trying to have all these political statements inside of the sport, I mean, football should be something that brings people together, bring Americans together, right? We shouldn't be having political statements. It shouldn't be treated like a platform to talk about things because that does nothing but divide us. I mean, don't get me wrong. Could there be an artist that comes out and says, "Hey, I just want to bring America together. This one is for everybody going out there. I know the world's crazy, but let's just turn off our brains, enjoy the game, share each other's presence, and that's what I'm here to do. Enjoy the entertainment, and then we're gonna go back to playing football. And I love America. Let's all just be present with each other." Yeah, that is a chance, right? However, it's a shame that just that in itself will cause people to be like, "Oh, this person's a bootlicker. Oh, this person, doesn't care about human rights. This person doesn't care about whatever, they're just here to, suck whoever's dick and make that like it's a shame." Which is why it should just don't have any of it. Just make it about the sport. Just don't have any of this shit involved. But anyway, that's my opinion. Smoke grass, eat ass, be excellent to each other. I will see you in the next video. Deuces.